Hello viewers, I want to use this opportunity to welcome you to today's event presented by the African Family Center, and the theme for the event is promoting unity among Africans. And today what we are doing is we are presenting food from various countries that we all eat, and we have different names we call it, and we have different ways, slight different ways of preparing it, but we want to display it today for each and every one of us from Africa to know that God has made us one people, and we have, in that love, we have to build ourselves together. So we want to welcome you to join us to come and see the kind of food we brought you today, and come and enjoy with us.
You make me wanna ooh, ooh. You make me wanna.
If anybody is here, you want to tell us about the food, and if you want to say it in Twi, you can say it in Twi. If you want to say it in Ghana, you can say it in Ghana.
You make me wanna ooh, ooh. You make me wanna. You make me wanna ooh, ooh. You make me wanna.
We want to thank you for this great opportunity, for bringing us together as we come together, Lord, to celebrate, to eat, to dine in our cultural way, to promote unity among the Africans. I will sanctify every food that is presented here. And we thank you, God, that as we eat it, Lord, you will bring unity among us. As we eat it, we will grow physically and we will grow spiritually. Let everyone of God that will partake of any of this food become rich spiritually, physically, socially, materially. We thank you, God, for this small beginning which we are trusting you, God, that will become a big thing, to umbrella the whole world. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen.
Amen. All of us, what we have here, we have powdered yam from Nigeria. This is the powdered yam, and this is akple. You can see that they all have different colors. And then we have, this is another akple from Togo. And then we have okra soup with leaves from, you can get it from Ghana, you can get it from Togo. And this is also okra soup. You can get it from Ghana as well. You can use it to eat any of the akple or kenke. We have fish. Kenke is also from Ghana. We have fish. We have kokonte from Ghana. It's made from cassava, dry cassava. We will speak about it later. We have groundnut soup or peanut soup. We have boiled yam, and then we have mpoto, which some people call it in English mashed yam. And then we have fried plantain with beans. Others call it red. I know people from Togo eat it, people from Ghana also eat it. Nigeria also eats it. Okay. And then this is the soup you have to eat. It's ogbono soup with the powdered yam. And then we have shito here, or black pepper, that you can eat with the kenke, and then fresh pepper also with the kenke. This is sliced tomatoes and onion, and then we have garden egg stew you can eat with the yam here. And in here we have cooked okra. If you want to put a bit in the groundnut soup to eat with the kokonte, you can do that. we'll give opportunity for each and every one of us here to get a taste of all the food, and then there will be a section that we will talk about how the food is being prepared. I don't want to waste much more time. I just spoke about a few of them because we will have opportunity for anybody from the audience to speak about how the food is being prepared. So we'd rather give opportunity for everybody to come around and take what you want to eat, and then from there we will allow you to talk about it.
This one is pounded yam. It's made up of pounded yam. In Africa, we have different types of yam. We have the red yam, the white yam. We use it for pounded yam, but this one is the white one because it's in Europe. Before you prepare it, you boil water. You don't put salt on it. Then you put the yam inside, and after the yam, you mash. That is in Africa. I'm talking in Africa way. When the yam is cooked, then you use pounded yam to pound it. But just because we are in Europe, we have mashed yam. It's already like flour. Then we boil the water, and you use your stick to turn it until it is well done. Then we go to the sauce. The sauce is called ogbolo soup. In Nigerian language, it's called ogbolo soup. This soup is, as you can see, we use different type of ingredients to make it. We use there is a fruit. It's like a fruit. That fruit is called ogbolo itself, which is we still use pepper, salt, red oil, vegetable, bitter leaf, and crayfish in making this soup. Then with different types of meat like chicken, beef, fish. You must add fish. All these things must be added to it to bring the taste of the food. And sometimes, if you have money, we use stockfish also to the soup. So that is how, then I have to talk the way we prepare the soup. First of all, you put water in the pan. The preparation of this soup is, you put water in the pan. After the water boiled, you grind the ogbolo and the crayfish and the pepper. You grind it together. You put it in another pan. You put water. You put oil to melt all of the crayfish and the ogbolo together. Then the pepper, you put it inside the pot. Add Maggi to it. Put crayfish also until it boiled. Then the oil is already mixed with the ogbolo and the crayfish you do together. Then you put it inside the boiled water, and you leave it for about 1.5 hours. 1.5 hours or 2 hours, because it will be surely be cooked. Then my name, Enime, I want to use my dialect now. In English, my name is Joy Ego. This is the woman that prepared this food.
This is a voluntary project we are doing. So everybody use her own money to buy the ingredients and prepare the food. That's the beauty of the whole thing. And then I have Sister Judith there from Togo. If she wants to speak about how it's prepared, you can speak Ewe, speak Togo Ewe. And then about how it's being prepared.
I'm eating akpane. Akumea
la so so da lo no odosi aduaje si alafio ne si ajafio wo aku wo adeken aso aku wo adeken aso swada aso kwada ne ba bla nwede ne be bla voa ye be fi onwere akwa be ala fi onwere ne be fi onwere a ke gba ba ku ewo ake aso dueme no ko wa do me a akwa gbe na be abli nwere no mbli nwere wa made ela okaya kaya abli nwere no bli nwere bo pa ntola le vi nwere wa funu me ola dele wa no de nwere kwara no zuaji aso nso chu e bi de game a ela te bi nwere wo ho ba dueme wa sora miti vide kwa muji na de ko kakara 20 minutes mo wa miti blave kwa ebi vo kwa do kwe apo keke kwa ebo ebi ewa ebi vo wa mo na gamere pepo eya fetri desie fetri ya mi atogo tonto mi jesi fetri ya aso no so ya aso wuli no so wuli kwa aji aso sabule no so sabule kwa no duna ayo cha aso ayo cha vide game aso ne ho enwere oso ayo apa eke no kekela no akpari ka funu me la waso esi so daro zoji nesi alezo ajia ako amijia no si ame amijia la fi okudo si a no mu wene no wa ne desi alezo aji ke gbo waso amijia so wa kodo me a amijia la ba to vole desi agbobwa no ko amijia ro me be fi okudo ezere kanwere a la me amijia la levi kudo desi anwere wa ne ga ke be fi onwere bo kwa aba kofetri adome ne fetri aye me bo kwa ye be se la yeji ye be se ayeji bo kwa ye be se ayeji bo kwa fetri acha la ye me fetri aye me a ako ayoko so acha la yi enu ame sabule ola no te vide no so fetria aso sabule chando akpareka no duna ayo aso ayo vide chando akpareka game ala na hohwenle enu ana hohwenwere donc no so fetria kudo no keke mo pa so si so daro zoji no dasi arozo ajia ako amijero esiame ukechu akwa amijero siame iba modo woni no fetria ezo aji bo ba so na amijeba kona ro mebo no wenene a amijaba to na vole desi agbo donc no kwa mijalo si ame amijala fi okudo esi anwere kembo la ko fetri adome no ko fetri adome a ola no te fetri ala fi onwere akaun la yeji ne akaun mulo la te za bicarbonate no za bicarbonate la na be ne be la wa de no mu so ko mo wa matin awa de o donc ne enu fetri ayi no me voir ye olava ne obijina oduna ama lo gboma kude towa aklo gboma ke un asokoro me alo ne mi no npo gbomo a comme yo vo défi ya la te ple espinazi akule keke kwa akwero me ne le fion zan de bokwa aso ayo ake wa sokoroji no duna kwibwa ado kwibe me no duna kwibo wa o te ple bolu asokoro me game la tene vivi ne bolu aye me ano ba no fion ele fion zan de bokwa ne elan la ye mo ne akpavie akpa elan yo alo ne koklo yo nu ke gbejuro kwa la ke jona jinana wa aso eken asokoro me ye bese la ye me ne bese aye me a abomu ne osigbebe na nde keke ye me bo keke be da bi bo keke bo kwa abaso sabule asokoro me kudo ye bese de no na ganganga o la te su appelé wa chafa aso do me ne ba te ne honwe bwa ninu mo gbe yeji pa abomu bala no zo aji sibebe na be au moins miti blaton alo bla ne voiton vo kwa e vo kwa desiwa e bivo e wa donc nene o dana mi dana fetri a e wa lo
Thank you, Sister Judith. All that she said is in Togolese Ewe. It's in Togolese Ewe. What she said in short because we also eat the same food from Volta region, Ghana. I know what she's talking about is you dice the okra, and if you have meat, depending on which kind of meat you want to use, you can eat goat, you can use goat meat, cow meat, chicken, fish. And what she's saying is that you steam the meat or the fish, you cut the okra or you dice it, and then you sometimes you can make it in a form of a stew, and then you pour the okra on it, and then if you allow it to boil for a few minutes, and then if you want to add leaves, you can use kontomire leaves. There's one leaf we call, Volta region, we call it boma. There's another one we call single. They have flavors. So if you cut them and you put them on it, you allow it to boil for a few minutes, then your food is ready. Or some people pour zomi or red oil on it, but some people also start the whole process with the red oil, that is with the stew and everything. And she said something that if you want it to look, I don't know how to say this. Light. No, it's not light. You see, it's like a slippery. If you want it to look that way, you either add cow or bicarbonate to get the okra soup like that. You have to add one of those, just a little bit of it. You can add cube to get a taste that you want, a bit of salt and everything, and then your okra soup is ready. And Nigerians also eat it, so I will allow Sister Lovett to come and speak on how they prepare okra soup. Because by so doing, if any one of us is here and you don't know how to prepare the okra soup whilst you hear everybody speak about it, then you go home and try it.
Hello everyone, my name is Lovett. I will talk about the okra soup. They have two types of okra soup here. The way we prepare it is a bit different, almost the same thing. But we cook the okra soup, we call it vasa soup. If you are from Nigeria, they call it vasa soup. We cook it without oil. How we prepare it, we also use assorted meat. Mostly we use dry fish. And after chop okay, let me go straight to the way you prepare it. You put, you can use any kind of meat you want, fish, chicken, dry fish, fresh fish. Any assorted meat you want to use is welcome. To start with, after putting your chicken and the beef meat in the pan, and you add a bit of water to it, and in the pan, there goes the fish. You put fish straight to it, the dry fish as well. You put the dry fish straight to it, and you put Maggi cube. It all depends on how tasty you want it to look like, and salt, and a little bit of pepper, dry pepper, African dry pepper, not the Janet pepper, but dry pepper from Africa. And you close it, you close the pan and put fire on it. Let the chicken and the meat and the spices you put on it get boiled, get cooked at least for 45 minutes to 1 hour. And then you chop the okra soup. The okra himself, you don't blend it. Either you use your knife to chop it, and in between, after you finish chopping the okra, you wait, and then if you have a bitter leaf soup, bitter leaf himself, or here we don't have a pumpkin leaf. Normally pumpkin leaf is really rich for the soup. Then you can as well use spinach vegetable. The spinach, when you defroze it. If you like, you can defroze it, or you just leave it like that. But before you started using this is how you put spinach in. When the water and everything, the spices is getting boiled, and after like 40 to 1 hour with the meat well cooked, and you put the okra that you have already sliced, you pour it in, and you immediately directly you pour the spinach inside. Or if you have bitter leaf, you can as well add bitter leaf first to the chicken and the meat that is already cooked, and you add spinach and the okra inside without no oil. And don't make it too light like this. It don't have to be too light like this one, but it have to be exactly like this, with vegetable on it and everything. And the Nigerians know what I mean when you say vasa soup. That's what we call vasa soup. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Lovett. I think we are learning something, because all of them are saying from the very beginning, whatever meat you want to use, you have to steam it with spices. We all know, you know the kind of spices you use to make your soup, like pepper, onion, garlic, what do we call it? Ginger. You blend all this with tomatoes, and then you steam your meat, whether you want your beef meat or cow meat or chicken or how do you call it? Dry fish or fresh fish. You have to steam all of them before you start to add okra, and then allow it to boil for some time. You add the leaves. But most of the time, when we use fresh fish, if you don't take care, it will all mash into the soup. So we steam the fresh fish aside. When it's almost ready, then we add it to it. That's what we do. And Sister Judith said something about the akple from Togo and akple from Ghana. The way we prepare it is the same. You have to either corn powder or grist mill that we have here. You have to make a kind of, you have to mix it a bit with water, boil some little bit of water in a pot. Then you take part of the hot water aside. The reason why we put hot water aside, I'll say it later. Then you mix a bit of the corn powder in a small bowl. Mix it with the hot one that is already on the fire or stove. Then you stir it and make it in the form of cocoa or porridge that we know. You allow it to boil for some time. Then you put the dry powder and start to stir it until you are getting your akple. Then if it's hard, maybe you want it soft than what you have, the texture that you have, then you add that hot water that you've left aside. You put that one on it and stir it until you get the texture, the soft texture that you want. If you refuse to put the hot water aside and you put cold water, the texture you get will be different. You will spoil it. That's why we use hot water to do it. So if you get any corn powder and you want to prepare akple, that's how it goes. So now we are going to the next thing. I would like to call Mama Elizabeth to speak to us about the granite soup or peanut soup and the kokonte, because this one you can eat emuto with it. Unfortunately today we don't have the emuto here, but we have kokonte with granite soup. It's one of our traditional food from Ghana. I think when we were talking about it, the Sister Lovett and Sister Joy told me they have it in Nigeria too. I don't know if we have it in Togo as well or any other country. But then Mama Elizabeth will speak to us about how it's being prepared.
Nkatia no, ahaya wonkatia ya ne ti say water dada. Ya ne tik go ye kuro mu no, ye nkatia no esi na ya yam asa na ye dia yam kwan. But ha dey will be very easy. O si 1 minute u be yam kwan say ya, u be yam kwan. Nti ya pinda na dada. Nti wunya u pinda na wanya ulusuo. Mem de bia me de hot water na no amaduane. Nti bi fa me nsuo no na ma chi enam no ho. Me de spices jene akakadro garlic na me de achi nam no ho. Me chi wi a na me de ensuo na gum. Asa na me de tomatoes no agum. Na mama nkate no so si ba bi nkate si gya so. echi mu ama anwa enyina film nti mewie no na nkate ni mu anwa no ekọ na mahwie magu kwan nti me ya mintosi ni me mako ni me de ma na de agu mu na nkate me de agu na enam so de esti mi dada nti mewie na si so na to no bo kakra na chese ye nkate kwan na konkonte no so ye de so pese onya konkonte na ensese ye twan what you twan starch nti esa wo di powder either Tom Brown anase Emorisam na wo di ka mani piti senia omode ye agberema no nti epia na wo se abin ayeti senia obedi ni kokko ye a na wo hwe konkonte no agu mu aka to wo se konkonte no so eten color ti se ebro na ewase no to wo se atan ka obeti scent fofo se abin because udi gumu first and the scent nko e na ebin so a the scent nko nti wo ti se scent ne bin a wo obetimi ate na odi bi aka wa na wo se abin se na obi nkodima ne yemunya because aduani bi na se wanhwe yi a na me a udi a oyembe ye oya nti ese wo ma wo se aduane na bin nti bi sa na wi a na watete utiti wi a afa utimi di nkwan eguso utimi twitwa nkruma edi guso nkruma ni utwa utimi di nkruma utimi di efra na wo di eguso na wo di nti no wi a ne wo pani bia utimi di ye
this the okra
ya wo pani bia utimi mixe na wo di edi ena nkwan so enye ya me mpa anwane ade ntim da bia me aduane a me pese anwane film ntimi chi bibia ma anwane film ansa na start aye aduane ena emeko nso me mpa meko too much obi ani ni taste ntino wo ya no aye normal se ni obi bepe nya ni awo pe nko abate se wo ye te se ni obi nso bepe bi ntino no aye normal se ni obi bedi a obi hu se aduane ne ye kam ntina nkate kwan se ni ye no
I'll summarize what Mama Elizabeth just said. She said peanut soup or groundnut soup, the way it's being prepared is different. It's a bit different from the way we do it in Ghana because here we already have the groundnut paste at the shop, so it's easier. But when you go back home in Ghana, I don't know about Nigeria, before you can how do we say it? You can roast your own groundnut and then you go and grind it. Some people mash it. Some people grind it with stone. And then others pound it, or you take it to the machine to mix it for you. And then another way of doing it, when you bring it home, you can still mash the groundnut paste. Some people mix it with tin tomatoes, and then you mix it until it becoming very smooth and like porridge type. Then you pour water on it, put it on the stove, stir it to get another form of porridge from it. That's the only simple way I can describe it anyway. Maybe somebody will use a very good term for you to understand it. Then you put it aside. Steam your meat you want to use for the soup with your ingredients. That's onion, garlic, pepper, and whatever. And then ginger. And then you steam your meat. When the meat is steamed or boiled a bit, then you now pour your groundnut paste on it. And then you add water. And then you allow it to boil for some time, maybe 30 minutes upwards. And then some people, by the time the groundnut soup is getting ready, some people like okra and garden egg in their soup. So you can chop the okra. Maybe if you take one okra, you cut it into 2 or 3. Or garden egg, also you can cut it into whatever, how many sizes you want, and then you just put it in it. Some people add green pepper just to give it flavor, and then when it boils for some time, then your groundnut soup is ready. That's exactly what she did for us here. And when it's ready, you can eat it with, like I said earlier on, you can eat it with emuto as well. Some people even eat it with banku, like the akple we have there. And this one, the kokonte she's talking about, she said the powdered one we have here is actually made from dry cassava. They grind the cassava to get when they dry it, they take it to the machine to grind it to have the powdered form. And then if you want to cook it, she said you don't use the kokonte powder or the cassava powder to cook it because it's all made up of starch. So if you use that, you'll see that the taste will be like, because of the starch, the taste, I don't know, the texture will be, I don't want to use the local language trying, I don't want to use that, but I've used it already. But, yeah, thick or sticky, maybe, you understand. And then, but what you have to do is, you either use the corn powder or Tom Brown. Or Mama, you said another one, Tom Brown. And the corn powder we use to make the akple, and just the same way like we said we do the akple, you mix it and do the porridge out of it. Then you add, whilst it's boiling, you add the kokonte powder. And then you stir it. He said when you first put the kokonte powder, you realize the smell from the beginning is different. But when it's getting cooked, the smell will change. That is to tell you that the kokonte is ready, and then you have a nice texture. I think when you come around and you touch it, you see the texture. So next time when you are doing it, you make sure you get that texture. That's what Mama Elizabeth said. I'll call Dickness Cynthia to speak about how that one is being prepared.
This is boiled yam and a vegetable stew. The ingredients needed in preparing this food is a tube of yam. You first almost have to peel the yam and cut it into small pieces. Then put water on the fire. You know, you allow the water to be a little bit hot. Then you put in the yam and add salt to it for it to boil for some minutes. Maybe it depends on how you want it. You cook it. When you see that it's ready, then you take it off the fire. Then the stew, which is vegetable stew, you need garden eggs, tomato, onions, oil. It can be palm oil, that's red oil, or vegetable oil, any oil that you want, olive oil, whatever oil you want. You put the oil on fire, put in your onions, tomatoes. You know, you can blend everything if you want. If you want, you can put, just cut it and put it inside the bowl and put it on fire. Then put in cube if you want to give it taste. Then if you want, you can use meat, any type of meat, beef, fish, fried one, of course, or chicken. Then after it boils for some time, then you blend your garden egg. You blend the garden egg. Sometimes this one I use something like agushi. I use agushi. And you just mix it. When you see that it's boiled, then you just add the agushi, and stir it. Then any meat that you want to add.
So this is your garden egg and agushi stew with yam. Now you know. Maybe before you don't know what it is on the table. Now you know. So if you want to eat, enjoy yourself. Okay. Now we have the beans stew, and okay, so Evelyn is eating. So this time around, I'm going to call Ms. Ability to come and speak about how she prepared the yellow rice and the vegetable stew, because maybe somebody knows how to prepare it, but for me, I don't know how to prepare the yellow rice. But as she speak about it today, I'm going to learn So we will welcome her to come and speak about how to prepare the yellow rice and the vegetable stew.
What actually I brought in is yellow rice and also vegetable sauce. Now the way I prepare the vegetable sauce, I like to, fry them apart. This is how it looks like. I like to, fry them apart. Why? Because I don't want some of the vegetables to overcook than the others. Like for instance, carrots is a little bit harder as compared to broccoli. So if I should fry both of them together, the broccoli will get softer. Then, so what I do is, and because it's vegetable sauce, you can use any vegetables. You can make your own combination. What I actually use is carrots, a little bit of carrots, broccoli, and then chicken breast. The chicken breast where there's no bones. I have also, onions in. I have, okay, this is how it looks like. I have 3 different kinds of paprika. I have the yellow one, I have the green, and I also have the red. The reason why I choose all these colors, actually the more colorful it is, the more palatable it looks like. So I cut all these vegetables into pieces. Like I said, you have your oil, and you have also your aromat, the yellow spice we use. I usually don't use salt, I use the aromat. And you can also use something they call ajinomoto. Yeah, I substitute that with salt because salt is not healthy enough. So I use a little bit of the ajinomoto and also the aromat. So every time I fry the vegetables apart, a little oil in the frying pan, and then I add my vegetable, for instance, the broccoli, and then I add a little ajinomoto and also the aromat just to give it taste. So I fry them apart and I pour them into a bowl. Now the chicken also, I cut them into pieces, also fry them apart, and then also put them in the bowl. So once I have all the vegetables fried apart, seasoned, put in a bowl, added with the chicken breast, then I add a little, something they call zetmeal, arapel zetmeal. Some people use it to add to the fufu Ghanaians we eat. You can also use the normal starch we mix with fufu. So you make a little bit watery kind of paste, not too thick. You add water to that zetmeal, and then you mix it. Why you add it to this is to make the sauce a little bit thicker. Yeah? Because otherwise you have it like light soup or whatever. And this sauce in itself, you can eat it raw without rice, and it's as good as you can get it. Now the rice also, what I used was a little bit butter and the rice, a little bit butter rice. I have something they call the coconut oil. I think you all know it. Suriname, people use it a lot. Coconut oil or a little bit of butter, the rice, and also there's this thing in a small sachet they call masous. Masous is also something that, Suriname people use usually. It's not known in our cuisine. So you add, and that is what gives it the color yellow. So whilst your water is boiling, you add your coconut milk, you add a little butter, and then you add your masous to give it this yellow color. And the reason why we add the butter, it is to keep the rice apart. Because sometimes you cook the rice and it's so, stick to each other like a rice ball. We don't want it that way, we want it separated. So you add that to get it separated and your dish is ready for eating. So that's it.
Thank you so much. Evelyn, get yourself ready. You are going to speak about the beans.
Oh, you're not about Bobo. That I did it to do when they let them be. Actor Nejibenetua can account via de. Taneva Bobo near the chapete mielon. Kelly Darani, Kebaku. Amikores Jabaloko and Atadiene. Tanabe Awatadi after Sabola picked up a temporary. Akoje, Abaloko and Atadi. tane we blue va bivwa ke ko tinapa ke ko kodreme deka ne subwa ava bingana ngana pa ke de kibume tane va bivwa ke tro aya ko korema tane ko tro korema blue me kaka o va wo pete o va ke wa ba atadie ne tane we alavo atanko du molu atanko du te nous sommes quelques Georges na atanko du amoroko poko du na ablajo amoroko du na gali de si ade quelques loko a Georges no aba ablajo ya evo ko ta ne jele ajine ikalo ko
I'll say it in English for everybody to understand. She said this is bean stew. People call it bean stew. Togolese people eat it. Ghana people eat it. Actually, it's the food from Volta region in Ghana. And Nigerians also eat it. But we call it ayi, and other people from Volta region calls it bobo. Yeah, bobo, and then others says ayi, and some people mix it up and say ayi bobo. Then immediately you know they are talking about this. So you boil it, and then sometimes people want to eat it this way. They just fry zomi with onion, and then they take a portion of the beans, put it on it and add curry. You can get the taste that you want. But other people also want to make a bit of stew because they would like to add either meat. People are modernizing the way we are eating it. People are adding fish, sardine, tuna, or meat. You make it in a form of stew with your zomi, onion, add a bit of blended tomatoes and pepper, and then you put your meat, your fish and things in it to boil, and then you add your bobo to it, to boil to become stew like this. That's why they are calling it bean stew. But normally when you go to Volta region, they only boil the beans apart, steam the onion and zomi apart, and we have the bottom part of zomi we call beku. Zomi beku. That one already have a taste. Yeah, and that one, when you add that one also to eat, it gives you another taste you wanted. If you have that one, you don't need the bean stew. I think we started doing the bean stew because we don't have the beku every time. So you add the beku, you add that fried onion with zomi to eat, and then you can add your gari to eat. And that's how we eat it. And then with the plantain, unfortunately our plantain is finished. So whoever will be watching the video, you saw the plantain earlier on. So that's how we eat the beans. So when you go home, you dry it on your own. Now, what else? Kinky. Naomi is here from Accra, so I'll say it's funny that in Ghana, people always call this kinky. We call it dokunu or kom, and the Ghanaians call it komi. And people say it's Accra kinky, or is the food for Gan kinky, but it's our food too from Volta region. Every time I like to tell people that it's our food, most people don't understand, but it's our food from Volta region. We also make kenke, and Togolese also make kenke. Yeah, and all the coastal towns also make kenke. I think that's why when you go to Cape Coast area, because they don't do this, they do fancy dokunu.
Now we are going on the kenke. And biane ene coming. Akemani fe. Ti before ni obana leneke. Ghana akabele owonu. Ko kabele owonu tomo 4 days it depend boni abele ehe wale yo mine keke ma fi komi nsmoni ya bie wo be neke ma gina ekue e wo ma afele dry omu e wo kan ya he nke wo nu mi for 2 weeks no ni woni fele na kaji bia abele ni akefi okomi starch ni yo mi ke ehin be din de ba ni ferment ni chonchun ne ken agye ya mi omu because I'm a use of abele ma mu ke fi o ni bipi e wo kenka wonu ken ya here powder ben misle kenu ben shin for 2 weeks but I get 2 weeks ni e ba bo aka e ferment e wo kema fe komie shin akomie e ya different fe bonu wo fuel e bi normally shin ke o fe aflata o ba miss ni na ma kanu be ogbe ma e ko ni ye ni ko o chi aflata hu no ogbe na bo o chon ka hwe no ko fi ahu bo chon ka hwe no ko ogbe na bo ko ni ne sha ko ni sha mi gbe na dan o ba bo ke wo ba shi bie ni ga shi awo ho ye lateno ke chu ke ni bi e wo save o ni ne la ke ni bi e wo mi bi ke ma fi ko mi if you offer a flat ash ko mi shi an ebe if you on and off because ke nke emumu ma de che futu eku be mi yanse eku we wa cho ebe o ye lanu e wo ke offer a flat a ogbe na o ba shi na mi ajo ke je na kan ekole mi edo e ba shon ni be ba le hu o sa no je ba mi fe ni ofonu la fi o wo ka wo mi ni o fefe o ka ngo le hu ba wa flata mi yeshi shi je pi chon because bi an ngo me pi ye ngo e wo e sa no feel ko ka ya mate e sa no feel ni ne te je ni wa ka osumo ngo e wo bo ba so no ka ngo awu e wo ka ogbe na bo fin 2 ways so why no feel beje nyo me ko mesumo ni ame ho komi ni ebe ka ebegbe na be ji ebe ka wo ni ne shi nkwa awu ni na aka bi bo no wo fi ole hia ma ebe to mo hia no e wo ka mi mboko mi ngbe na nka wo rubber mi straight mi ne wo ni fi ole na ka ni ma keep enu ni ka jemi ben shi within 1 hour 1.5 hours say obana ebe be job be fetun try fine be opo shito fan shito no smu lo ka ba ye ena shito na agble omo shito echu ewo shia achole kon shito wa ka onya eya kon shito ni nke ye ni be o shi okena kena lo fe lo ba no keshi je enepe ni shia lo bibi ye lo ni branch osmo bo oshi bo okenma apart ene le won shito edin ake shito ni egbin omu ni ashi be o ba shi o sabola emi first ye form ye lanu ko gbe na shito de nche be egbin omu okay tin tomatoes ba wo form in first sabola ye na mi ashi keje na ka oba nan le black pepper e wo ko ojeje me bo ka shito de nche le hu ewo form bo tani ka ogbe na ka oye magi fio bo fu fio ke wo o garlic fio bo ke wo be okay ni na son egbin ni agble so egbin na agble bo ka futu shito mi ke lo egbin aye lo bibi come dry fish na agble omo bo ke futu bo ste e wo ba ke ko ste awun ne se ko no choshito wo mi bo ebun ele kala chakemu ni twini isa no tamia un ko tamia ba una e wo ko tamia un ne se ko bencho ba na akashi e ma son no ka wo mi ke lo gbin no ka wo mi wo e ba bun e ma je mo sa no o mo twishi no shi no jugba ni for ahi wo bi ana 4p ya wo yo me kan fe chito ogbe na ke 4p en shiun ke ejo ben ton fo fen ye be o ba na le neken ni me ko me sumo tomatoes ke fita komi ke chito achuru e me ko la won amesumo sabola ye shi normally e komi e ni bi na ke yone ko je komi ko me bo ke wo plate mi be o ko olo o ti o shito echu bo je amu kasabola o ke mafa be o ti shito o ke hwe ni bo yi wo bo ni awi ake kenke neke ana ni e baba fi o komi won mane mo fe mo sumo komi e won le nwa
He said kenke is prepared with the corn powder we have here, and because it's not the one we use in Ghana, she has a different way of doing it. When she makes it, she makes the powdered one with water and leave it for 2 weeks. She said the reason why she leave it for 2 weeks is because she wants it fermented, and so I know some people leave it for a week, but others also, that's what she said, that she leaves it for 2 weeks. And then the day that she's going to prepare the kenke itself, she will mix it with water, like in a form of, how do we call it? I don't know, like you want to make porridge and then you cook it. You stir it with the stick until you get it thick, like the texture you wanted. And she said in Ghana, we have the uncooked corn dough, and they normally spread it in a bowl like this. Then after you cook the one like the banku form, you pour it in it, mix it together before making it into a ball like this and putting it in the what do we call this, the leaves? No, there is a name. Marilyn, how do you call this?
Corn leaves.
Yeah, but there's another name. I'll go on the net and look for that name. Yeah, and then you cook it until it's well cooked. Then that's your kenke. And she said normally she doesn't like the water around the kenke to drain, so she put it in a plastic like this to keep it warm for some time. And then she spoke about this pepper that we call it fresh pepper. I think the Nigerians also grind this as well. So I love it. I'm talking about this fresh pepper, because I know you also do some. We are learning. We are learning. So I wanted you can grind it in that African bowl, and then with it's tomatoes, pepper, onion together, and sometimes we cut this. Some people want to eat it together with this one, and then this one is crayfish. The Nigerian people call it crayfish, but it's dry fish, and then shrimps, and then pepper, dry pepper. And what she said is that you use some people also use blended onion. So you start to fry the blended onion. Some people add, you have to add ginger as well. You stir it. Others also add tin tomatoes from the very beginning. So you stir it, make sure you stir it and allow it to fry until it's becoming brownish. Then, because we don't have to leave any water in it, that's why we allow it to fry for a long time and get dry before you put your shrimps, the powdered shrimps and the powdered crayfish. And then you get this. You can put Maggi cube in it if you want to get the taste that you wanted. That's how we make this black pepper. So the reason why we are saying all this is we are learning. Next time, if you are from Nigeria and you want shito or black pepper, don't call me from Ghana to come and teach you, because we've learned it here today. Yeah?
Like now I understand the banku you explain. Like the banku you just explain now is the kenke. Yeah. You explain now. Now I understand. because it's in Nigeria. We also do some similar things like this. We call it akasan in my own language. Akasan. Then in English, it's called agidi. Then when you put agidi, when you put all these oil, salt, all those things, then we call it agidi jollof.
We call it kampa.
Okay, you see, I told you the theme for this event is promoting unity among Africans. We are talking about kenke, dokunu. You'll be amazed that the Jamaican also call this dokunu. And then she said the way the Nigerians make it, they call it akata. Akata, yeah, in her language they call it akata, but in our language, what we call akata is porridge. And then he said, in English they call it agidi, but in Ghana, there's one particular meal we prepare from maize as well. We call it agidi as well. That one we put it in a green leaf. But that one in my language we call it akafa. Thank you. So, Sister Lovett, you said you want to speak about the beans. You can speak about the beans.
I want to add a little bit about the beans, or
Maybe what about
that the beans, the way we cook it,
I want to speak about the mpotompoto. Mpotompoto in my language, it's, some people call it dabli, and others call it potopoto. And then the tree and the guns, the akans mixed together, they call it mpotompoto. And in English, we say mashed yam. Mashed porridge, or yam porridge. Yam porridge, okay, in English, yam porridge. Okay, this is how it's being prepared. Yam, maybe you can take a tube of yam, you peel it, you either peel it before chopping it, or you can chop it and then you peel it. You dice it into the smaller sizes, wash it, put it in a pot, pour water on it, and put it on the stove or the fire. And then you add a bit of salt if you want, or you add Maggi cube, or what's the name of all this, the spices Sir Beauty spoke about. You can add it to it. If you don't want to use salt, you can use other things that will give it a taste. And then you blend. You either blend tomatoes with your ginger, pepper, onion, and then you pour it on it to boil together as if you are preparing light soup. And then you add a fish of your choice, either dry fish. You know, we have different dry fish, but for me, I like using herring, that we call in our language amani. And then you remove the skin, wash it, and put it on it. So whilst it's boiling and it's getting cooked, when you taste it, you know that you've got a nice taste of light soup. And then when you realize the yam is well cooked and it's soft, you mash it. You take a bit of the soup aside, because some people want to eat it with a bit of the soup, like Mama Elizabeth is doing. Maybe Pasani, you can put the video on it for people to see. Yeah, you can add the bit of soup to eat it like that, and then you put that bit of soup aside, and then you mash the rest of the yam with that the rest of the soup together for you to get the texture you want. Some people want it softer than what we are seeing here. Yeah, and then, you know, sometimes when people are getting older and they can't chew anymore, they like giving them this kind of food. And then growing babies, from babies to toddlers, they can give them because it's something that is easily swallowed. And then when people are sick and they cannot eat because they want them to be able to swallow something, drink a bit of soup, they prepare it for them as well. So when you mash it and you get the taste, the texture you want, then you can now add your palm oil or zomi. Zomi already have a very good taste. That's why Eves or the Voltarians like using it to prepare their food. You know Eves? Eves are from the Volta region of Ghana. Zomi is palm oil, but it's different from the normal palm oil. That's what a lot of people call it, red oil, but there's a taste between the two. And if you, maybe next time you check the smell, the zomi have a nice smell than the other one. And now that we are promoting health a lot, sometimes we use, like today, I didn't use zomi or palm oil to do it. I use red oil from the shop. It's made from a seed and palm kernel.
Like this particular one you just spoke about, the bottle. I think that's the same thing they have in the little bottle for the children. You know, when you go to the market, you know, they have a mashed potato, broccoli, carrots, they mix them, and then it's the same thing. But then if you prepare something like this for a white man, he might not understand it. But it's the same thing in that, you know, that pot that they give to children. So I believe
the okra stew is very nice. The first time I ate it a few years ago, I had to get used to it, to the taste of the sliminess. But once you get used to it and you taste the food, it's really a nice food, but you have to get used to it, of course. But I think this one is prepared with a lot of okra because it's kind of slimy. My mom prepares a lot with fufu, and it's very, very rich of granite and it's very sweet.
Which one is that?
The granite soup. So those two are my favorites.
Okay, no need to. This is the porridge which I tasted from it before. So I think the way they prepare it, although he called his name poto, but in Nigeria is yam porridge. So the way she prepared it, I think there is no difference, the way she prepared it. And when I taste it, I feel that the taste is very good and it contains different ingredients. So viewers, when you watch this food, when you taste it, you know we are women of purpose.
I tasted the poto too, and I'm from Nigeria. The way, if you order Chinese food, the way it looks, some kind of food you order, the way this sauce look like, exactly the way this one look like, and it tastes really, really good and rich. And the rice as well is nice, and the yam. I tasted the yam too. It tastes good. We cook yam from Nigeria. We cook yam with salt and water. Some people do add sugar to it because the yam that they have here don't have taste. I will advise you guys to try one of these things. It's really nice. Thank you.
There's no difference in the way we prepare it from the Volta region. And it tastes well, especially the granite soup. I tasted different ingredients from making it. Hello viewers, like I said earlier on that today's event is about promoting unity among Africans, and earlier on, we went in there and we brought in various food. We want each and everyone to taste food from different countries, different African countries, and then we spoke about the way it's been prepared, the ingredients used to prepare the food, and at the end of it, we realized people from Nigeria, Ivory Coast, Ghana, Togo, we all eat the same kind of food. It's only that we have different names of calling them. Even the way we prepare it is the same. It's today that we realize even there are some local names that we call our food, like people from the Volta region, people from Togo, people from Accra, that is the Gans. The local names we call some of the food. The Nigerians have the same name, they call those kind of food. Even if we extend it to Jamaica, we realize even the name Doknu that we call Kenke, the Jamaicans also call it the same. So at the end of it all, we realize that God has made all of us one people, and we want to remain as one people. That's why we are doing this. So today, all African people have learned that we are all one and we eat one food and we are all the same. Thank you. God bless.